Imagine this. You're sitting across from her. Your conversation flowing like it always does. The air between you is in the V. With tension, but there's something almost unspoken between the lines, a connection that feels different. A shift in the way she's looking at you. Her voice is soft, but her eyes, they're looked in on you with an intensity that most men never even notice. But here is catch. At this very moment, she's silently wondering if you can make the first move. She's trying to figure out if you'll be the one to take things to a deeper level, but you're not sure. You're hesitating, wondering if she's feeling it too, or if you'll just push too hard and ruin the whole vibe. So what do? Do you play it safe, tiptoe around the moment and let it slip through your fingers? Or do you take a leap, say something, and completely change the moment energy between you two? You see, there's a moment, just a single moment by such, when everything can shift. It's when your words don't just exist in the conversation anymore. They cut through the noise. They create a moment of tension and attraction that she feels in her body before she even realizes what's happening. But most men miss it. They either talk too much, trying to impress her. They ramble on about themselves. It's not about talking, more hoping she be into them, or worse, they freeze completely, missing the moment, tenderly wondering why things never escalate. But here's the truth. It's not about talking more. It's not about trying harder. It's not about being perfect. What truly makes a woman want you isn't what you do. It's what you sigh in when you say it. What if I told you? It's what you say fit. There's one simple line you can say on sentence that can completely change the way she looks at you. Not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. It's the kind of line that doesn't just grab her attention. It pulls her in. It makes her start thinking of you in ways she hasn't before. It's subtle but powerful. It's the perfect mix of confidence, mystery, and desire. And I'm not talking about somewhat, I'm talking about cheesy pickup line. I'm not talking about trying to manipulate her or impress her with empty words. What I'm talking about is a sentence that comes from a place of genuine connection, the kind of words that cut right to the core of what she's craving. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to say. I'm going to explain why it works so powerfully, and I'm going to break down how to say it in a way that feels natural, smooth, and what you'll learn impossible for her to resist. So if you're tired of wondering why things don't progress with the women you're into, or if you just want to understand the kind of communication that creates irresistibly electric, then stay tuned. This is the key to unlocking a whole new level of chemistry, and I promise once you get it right, you'll never look at conversation with women the same way again. Let's get into it. Let's be real for a second. You know, the feeling to know the feeling when you're around here, you're not exactly sure what's going on, but there's this subtle shift in the air. Her energy changes. It's like something is magnetizing you to her, but you're not quite sure how to cross the line. Maybe she's giving you those little glances, or her body language is telling you she's interested, but still there's a wall. Not a big one, but enough to make second guessing you hesitate. You start second guessing yours. Is she into me? Should I take it a step further? What if I say something wrong and ruin the whole moment? Arrest. Truth. Most guys freeze in this moment. They either say something too much, trying to impress her, which only creates pressure, or they stay safe and don't say anything at all, missing the opportunity. But what if there was a way to completely shift the dynamics? What if I told you that there's one line, one simple thing you can say that will make her feel an undeniable attraction to you? That one sentence could turn the entire energy around, instantly making her want to be closer to you tonight. Now I know what you're thinking. Does it really work that easily? Is there some magic phrase that can just change everything in an instant? It's not magic. And here's the thing, it's not magic. It's psychology. It's about understanding how women think, what they respond to, and using that knowledge to your advantage. It's about creating a space where she feels seen, understood, and wanted, and doing it in a way that feels natural and authentic. We're not talking about some canned line you'd find on a dating app. We're not. talking about trying to be someone you're not or pretending to have genuine, powerful authenticity all figured out. What I'm about to share with you is genuine, powerful, and authentic. It's about saying something that hits her in a way she can't ignore something. That taps into her deeper desires without ever being pushy or disrespectful. When you say this, it will stir something inside her. She won't be able to explain why she's feeling this way, but she start wanting. You on our awareness, emotional intelligence, deeper level, her body language will shift. Her smile will be different, and her thoughts will be preoccupied with you. Now let's be clear, this isn't about manipulation. It's about awareness and emotional intelligence. It's about knowing what really makes a woman tick in, speaking to that. It's about buying the man who knows what to say in those fleeting moments of connection. When she's open but waiting for you to talk, you lead, and you don't have to be the most handsome guy in the room to make this work. You don't have to be a smooth talker or a master of pickup lines. All you need is confidence in who you are reading, the ability to speak in a way that taps into her emotions without trying too hard. Because here's the secret. Women, the secret, want to feel desired. They want to feel like they matter. They want to know that they have caught your attention in a way that goes deeper than just surface level attraction. And when you speak to that desire, she'll want you tonight. No questions asked. So if you're ready, touch the confusion, stop overthinking, and finally understand what makes her want you in ways that go beyond the surface. Stay tuned, because in just a stop guessing meant I'm going to share the exact words you need to say that will spark a deeper connection and have her craving more of you tonight. It's time to stop guessing. It's time to take control of your conversations. And most importantly, it's time to unlock that irresistible trick. Let's dive in. Okay, let's get down to the heart of the matter. The line. This is the moment where everything you've been wondering about, all the hesitation and confusion, suddenly falls into place. So what exactly is the linnet can shift the energy and make her want you tonight? Here it is. I don't want just anyone. I want someone who challenges me, who fascinates me. And right now, that's you. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's it. That's the magic phrase. Yes, that's it. But let me explain why it works so incredibly well and why it's so much more than just a line. It's not just about the words themselves. It's about the energy, the emotion, and the psychology behind them. The power of exclusivity. The first part of this sentence is powerful because it taps into one of the most basic human desires, the desire to be special. Your desire to be special, not just saying that you're interested in her. You're making it clear that she stands out. When you say, I don't want just anyone, you're subtly communicating that you're selective, that your attention isn't something that's easily given away. It's reserved for someone who truly captivates you, and guess what? That's a huge compliment. Imagine how she feel in that moment. She's not just another face in the crowd. She's the one you've chosen, and that people want to feel chosen creates a rush of validation. And excited people want to feel chosen. They want to feel like they're the one who's being sought out, not just in romantic relations, but in all areas of life. You're giving her that feeling, and it's incredibly powerful. 2, the allure of challenge and fascination. Next, you're telling her exactly what it is about her that makes her stand out to you. You're saying that the allure of challenges, someone who challenges you and fascinates you, these are 2 qualities that any woman wants to embody. Whether she's aware of it or not challenge, it's not about trying to make her feel insecure, but about acknowledging that she has something that intrigues you. It could be her intelligence, her wit, her confidence, or simply her unique perspective. Women love being with someone who admires them for what makes them different. It's a subtle form of flattery that also makes her feel valued. The allure of fascination for more than just her looks. Fascination when you tell her that she fascinates you. You're letting her know that she's captured your attention on a deeper level. She's not just someone who's necessary to look at. She's someone who has ascertained magnetism that draws you in. The skin of admiration doesn't feel shallow. It feels like you genuinely see her in a way that few other people do. It taps into her need for deeper connection and the subtle power of desire recognition. 3. The subtle power of desire now. Let's talk about the final part, and right now, that's you. This is where you create that emotional punch. It's not a generic compliment, it's a direct, personal, and bold statement. You're telling her that she's the one who's caught your attention, the one who's grabbed your interest right now. What makes this so powerful is the timing. When you deliver this line, it's in a moment of connection. Maybe you've been having a deep conversation, or maybe there's been a silent pause that has made the energy between you both palpable. You're not just saying this for the sake of saying something, you're saying it because in that very moment is the one who's captured your mind, your emotions and your energy, and this creates intimacy. It's a declaration where your attention is focused. It shows that you're emotionally present and that you've made a choice. She is the one you're interested in for the confidence 8. Speak your desire. One of the things that makes this Luna so magnetic is that it's delivered with confidence. You're not begging for her attention. You're not trying to convince her of your worth. You're simply statinga. Truth that right now, she's the one who's seductive stands out to you. This confidence is seductive. It signals that you know what you want, and you're not afraid to express it. Women are naturally drawn to men who are clear about their intentions and who exude a quiet confidence that doesn't need to rely on external validation. But here's the secret: confidence isn't about arrogance or bragging. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and knowing your value. It's attractive when you speak from that place. It's incredibly attractive because it signals that you're not just throwing words around to get her attention. You're accusing her because you genuinely feel something that you're willing to express. 5. The space it creates. Here's the most important part of this line: that space it creates. Between you two, when you say this, you're leaving room for her to feel the weight of your words. You're a space it creates that rushing to explain yourself or fill in the silence that follows. The silence after you say this line is important as it lets her process what you've just said. It gives her the time to reflect on how she feels about you and whether she's feeling the same way. The power of this moment is in the pause. When you give her a moment to absorb your words, it allows her mind to wander. It sparks curiosity. She'll start thinking, why did he say it's not forced that? And what does he see in me? She'll start imagining how she feels in response to what you said. And in doing so, she'll start feeling a pull toward you. It's not forced. It's not immediate, but it's natural. It's real. And it works. So why does this line work so effectively? It works because it doesn't just communicate your interest. It communicates your recognition of her, as it communicates your recognition to mean who stands out to you. Someone who is more than just physically attractive, but intellectually and emotionally canova. It gives her a taste of what he's like to be desired in a way that feels deep, personal, and rare. And in that meant when you speak this line with confidence, calm, and authenticity, you'll see something happen. Her body language will shift, her eyes will soften, you'll see something happen, feel both flattered and intrigued, and she'll start picturing what it could be like to be with you. And if you've done everything right up until this point, the next step will almost feel like it's written in the stars. Because once you've at the stage with the right words, the right energy, and the right emotional pull, she'll want to take the next step tonight. Now, here's the thing. Timing is everything of everything when it comes to delivering this line. You can have the perfect words, but if you don't set the stage right, it could fall flat. The setup is just as crucial as the line itself. You want to create a moment where she's already feeling a subtle connection with you. Maybe you've been talking for a while, sharing laughs, or simply being present with each other. This isn't a random pickup line you throw out of. This isn't a random pickup line of nowhere. It's a declaration built on the foundation of a natural interaction. To truly pull this off, make sure the moment feels organic. Don't rush it. Let the conversation flow, build that emotional tension where there is a shared understanding, where the attraction between you two is undeniable but still unspoken. And then when The time feels right when there's shat pause in the conversation. When deliver it just looking at you with curiosity. Or intrigue, deliver it. Say the words with confidence, but don't overthink it. Keep your voice calm, steady, and sincere. This isn't about impressing her with your words. It's about showing her that you see her, that she's different, special, and genuinely intriguing to you. It's about saying something meaningful that makes her realize you're not like everyone else. And once you say it, just let it sink in, let it sink in. Don't rush to feel the silence. Allow her to feel the weight of your words and let the emotional impact of the moment settle in. This is where F magic happens. All right now. You know the secret. You've got the words that can change the dynamic, create desire, and take